I can't believe that this airport is big enough to handle an A380. Oh my goodness, look at that thing. Wow, they unload fast around here. Holy cow. Man, I just noticed that the runway drops down over there. Wow, look at how the runway slopes. Did not realize I put it on quite that kind of slope. That's interesting. I think you hit that tree. I think you clipped a tree, dude. Whoa, we almost took out that tree. Hello, everybody. I'm DerTebbers. Welcome back to City Skylines, Cities at Night, and our fan county. It's quite a fan county. All right, so last couple episodes, we spent a lot of time kind of fixing our roads, improving things overall. I think we created a much nicer area overall, I think. And we also made sure that we bought all the land. I mean, we could buy that, but that's just water. We might turn it into land later. No, we won't. So we've got all that. So now we're kind of in the, we need to expand in some way, up here, kind of go down in through here. This is where we're going to have another port, I think, obviously. And then we can go all the way up into there and see what we find. Yeah, we got quite a bit of work ahead of us, I think. And a lot of you have been making all kinds of great suggestions that I've sort of acted on and sort of not acted on. And sometimes I've been like, yes, I will act on that. I will write down myself a note and then I immediately lose the note. Which happens a lot because my desk looks like the explosion of a paper factory. I swear there's stuff everywhere as I tear off another piece of paper to stick somewhere. There we go. It literally looks like a paper factory exploded on my desk half the time. But we are going to, what are we going to do? I think what we need to do, there's a couple things we need to do. We need to plan how we're going to handle our highways long term. So if there's going to be another port over here, we're going to have to take into account, we're going to need to get a highway over here. And there's really no good way to get a highway over there. Kind of looking at it going, well, I mean, the best way is to go through this valley here. But if I do that, I'm going to have to connect in right here, which is already a gigantic disaster area from all the traffic flowing into the city of BigTrucker 26. Now, I did consider I could run a highway kind of up through here, right? Come in here into the city of BigTrucker 26 and then kind of get rid of this farming land. And I know that, you know, it is a farming community for the Farmer Joe village, but if I got rid of this farming land, right, and I ran a freeway right through here, okay, and then came out to like kind of made it arc over to the Star Wars Fan 1999 docks and hooked in the docks into the highway. And then there's docks over there that are hooked into the highway and they kind of join into this unit here as a giant highway piece. I kind of wondered if that wasn't a smart thing to do. I mean, I still haven't really fixed this. I don't know if I ever will. I kind of think if I blow this up and run this road straight and I bring this road in straight and connect it directly into here, and then we run a highway across here with an exit onto this big road here, right? To me, that might be smarter. Kind of do something. We'll have to do something with the train because the train is going to have to elevate over the highway. Maybe. I mean, technically it could go under. No, I want it to go over. So we'd have to make it go over the highway. And then this would be one of those end pieces. Yeah, we could do that. We could do that. Kind of as a plan for getting over here. And then this, excuse me, this highway could come down past the Alistair Condi Hamlet, connect in. Then this interstate here could come down and connect in. And then this interstate we deal with later. Man, that sounds like a really good idea. So there's a few issues, I think. One is getting through here with the interstate. And then, of course, this is the biggest issue here. Also, I could put a T intersection here and run this one over to this interstate as a big T intersection, like right around here. Oh, that would actually be really... You know what I could do is I could start by doing that. Right? Make a run an interstate that runs along here with the big T intersection pointed in that direction, ready to go. That sounds like a good idea to me, actually. Look at this backup here. We're going to have a problem if that continues. Yeah. Okay. So... if I put that there-ish... something like that, maybe. Could probably figure out, or could I put it up here maybe? Maybe. Yeah, if I put it up there. And then put it like right there. Oh, slope is too steep. Ew. Ew. So it's gonna have to go down there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we're gonna have to do it like that. Okay. This bypass is being heavily used, but I think we're gonna have to blow it up. We're gonna have to get rid of this bypass, guys. Go. And there. Okay. So that's that bypass gone. Except for that little piece right there. There we go. Fixed. All right. Now, we need to find where this will allow me to place this. I think it's going to have to go up here. Because see, I don't get the slope too steep up here. Yeah, and I get it there. So I think we're going to have to go to like right around here with it. Not exactly what I wanted, because then I'm going to have to kind of do some kind of weird arcing thing. But I think that's the only thing we can do. Okay, so let's make a mess of it. Let's make a hash of it. I need you to kind of be at an angle. It's not the angle I want. Is there any way? Ah, there we go. I want you to be like this. There. All right, now we go back here to our highway. Going this direction. This direction. And I need to back you up some. There. Okay, that should take care of that. Get our sound barriers installed. There we go. Okay. That's that installed. Okay, now we need to go back to this. From here, we have to go all the way down. Well, I'm going to have to put in that other thing first, aren't I? Yes, I am. Okay. So I need to be able to put this in somewhere so I can get these roads to connect. Oh, you're going to be a real booger, ain't you? Oh, there it is right there. So somewhere right in here. It's just going to be Wow. Oh my goodness, going this direction. It's fine, but not that. What? Like that, it's okay. It's like, yes, this is fine. Like going the other direction is not okay. Why would that not be okay to go the other direction? Why are you only allowed to go uphill? Why is that too steep? Okay, I don't understand. Hold on. Let's see here. The slope doesn't look that steep to me. I mean, it's steep, but it's not like it's not that steep. Okay. Don't really have. No, I don't really have any way to deal with that problem. Okay. Wait. Will you let this work somewhere? Because I can work with this being like this. Like that, maybe? No. A little bit more like this? Like that works. Really? How is that? Oh, that will work. Yeah, but I don't want that. Actually, do I not want that? Maybe I do. No, I don't. Newt. Okay. You're not going to let me make any connections up there. No. Yeah, you give me a little... Oh. Oh. Pff. Yeah, no, not that tight of a turn. Oh, my goodness. Okay, well, you know what? We're going to have to go with the old-fashioned way of doing it. By hand. All right. Who is... You are this one. All right, so I want you to come... That and this one. It's back like that. All right, so let's check and see how bad that really is. Wow. Okay, gets a little bit close along there, but... And that turn is a little bit tight, but... I'm okay with it. Yep, I'm okay with it. There, I'm even more okay with it now. Yay! All right, so that is the interstate that we're going to have going. Where am I going to have it come in? That's a good question. Let's see. I think we'll have it... What if I had it come in here and go out there? Yeah, that's a good idea. I need that. There. That's your exit. Okay, and... That's coming in. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. There. I think that'll work. Why is our speed slow? Because I didn't speed it up. All right. So that's replacing that little 2-lane road with a much, much better road. Good. Now, let's look at this. This might be an episode all about engineer. Good Lord, I'm going to have to take into account the amount of traffic that's flowing in here. Whoo, doggy. How are we going to do that? Oh, I know how we're going to do it. I think I know how I'm going to do it. Maybe. Okay, let's deal with the... We're going to want elevated... that height. How does it usually go? Goes this way on this side. The right goes this direction. Okay. Oh. There. Good. And there. Yeah. All right. So that's the start of what will become our interstate. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I'm kind of not okay with that, actually. No. I can make it work. Because what I was thinking is, well, how am I going to get people down here onto this road down here? And I might just... Oh, crap. I got a thing there. Shoot. Well, that'll just move. That's how we're going to work with that. It's just going to move. Okay. Now, who's going which way? You're going this way. All right. So we're going to go straight to there. And then we're going to kind of curve somewhere over there. And coming back. There and there. Okay. Not perfect, but darn good. Okie dokie. Now, I want to back this up a little bit. So I want to go to 0. Right? I want to go to 0 because I need to do... Oh, no, it doesn't matter. What am I doing? It doesn't matter. I can run these guys right up to the edge here. Like so. And like so. Okay, that was ugly. Let's fix that. That's a little bit less ugly. Still ugly, but a little bit less. All right, so these guys, they want to go onto that road. All right, fine. There and there. Did I did. Oh my goodness. Right, like that. Not perfect, but it's darn well good. All right, so these guys, that gets them onto that road. And something has to get them onto this guy. That. Okay. Then, if you want to get over there, get across. Uh-oh. How's that? Oop. There. That. Does that make sense? And then if you want to get on that, you would exit here. And go... No, I don't like that, actually. I don't like that. I want to go straight across. Come on, where is the... There's this little spot, I guess. No. Come on. Oh. That's what I wanted right there. Can I go lower? Can I go lower? I can. All right. Perfect. It's a little cheaty, but it'll work. All right, so then I cross here because I'd have to cross that height. And then there's our way onto the road. It's not bad. Now to get on that one, I would exit here and go, yeah, okay. So exit here. We're gonna go up to 12. I need to cross over that somehow. No, I don't like that. See, I want to go straight across here. So to get straight across there, I've got to be tall enough. Aha, to cross there. That's not even lined up anywhere near what I want, is it? Oh, no, it is. There. Perfect. Now I got to connect into that somehow. that. How is the slope too steep? Oh, because you only let me go down the 6th there. But why? Why, game? Why? Oh, good lord. Okay, so that is what I need right there. Okay. So let's blow that up and blow that up and blow that up. So apparently it's exiting here. Oop, 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 to there. Yes. Not the prettiest, mind you, but it's kind of hard to do on a hillside, so me. Yeah, it'll work. That'll work. Okay. All right. Got to get this thing across here and over this. And then we're going to have to do some massive surgery to this area to get it through the area. Oh, good lord. Yeah. Oh, this will be fun. Okay. This goes this direction, yes. All right, we just kind of keep on rolling to there. There, okay. They're musical cows. That kind of feels like a really short interstate. Look at the light pole going into it. Yeah, I'm thinking I might need to raise this to a 15 instead of a 12. Just wondering. It just feels kind of short. No, I guess it's okay. I guess it's okay. I'm really on the fence about that. If I make it a 15, I'd want to do it back here, right about there. We'd go up to 15 to go through. Nah, this is fine. This is fine. I think I'm going to stop there on working on that thing, because next we have to go through here, and I don't really want to go through conjunction junction. What's your function? Hooking up phrases and words and clauses. Yeah. All right, we need to expand our town a little bit. We got ourselves some residential and some commercial demand. So I think what we need to do over here at the Airport Authority, I think we're going to need a provision for this road to expand. Which might be interesting. How am I going to provision for this road to expand? Well, if I expand this, then I guess it's going to go around the outside. Go around the outside, around the outside. That and like that really quick. That and then... yeah, that's what I thought you were going to do. See if I can figure out how to make this do exactly what I want it to do. Oh, if I do that, it will allow it. All right, cool. Can I? Yes, I can. Okay. Perfect. Okay. We're good. We're good. How in the world that worked, but it worked. I love it. I love it, man. All right. The road ending like that, I'm kind of okay with, actually. Yeah, I'm okay with that. And then, how are we going to get over? I guess regular roads would have to take us over this, right? Like, how else are you going to get over what's going to be an interstate? Let's expand the interstate. Goes which direction? That direction. Of course it does. That. going to be all snappy and weird. All right, fine. Like that. So to get over the interstate, we're going to have to plan for a road that like goes up, 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 up. Oh, you won't make it to 12 to get over the interstate. Well, can you get over the interstate at 9? I don't think you can. We're going to see if we can get over the oh, we can get over the interstate at 9 meters. Really? I wasn't actually expecting to be able to get over the interstate at 9 meters. Let's see. No, you can't do it on that road because of its size. What about this road? No. Okay. So it's got to be this one. Oh, but now I can't. What? Well, that's a fine how'd you do. All right. So we'll have to do something where we kind of like bow the road out or something. I don't know how we're going to get across there. It don't matter. All right. Okay, so that's the airport authority. The airport authority, I think we should build in some offices, because you usually see offices by airports, right? Right. So we're going to put offices along there. And I'm also going to take this to there so I can get rid of that, because I think that allows us to zone a little bit deeper. Like so. Okay. There we go. Got to get them water. Sorry. Water. Okay. Yeah, we got some offices going up in the airport authority. All right, over here, we're going to do the same thing. More offices. That. And like that. And that. There we go. That looks good. There we go. Texas Airport Authority. Expanding. Let's deal with these guys here really quick. You're going this direction. Now, if I keep going this direction, though... Okay, it will allow me to do that. Huh. But that's actually more the appropriate... Yeah. Yep. And then from here to there. Get in here and get our electrical lines back up. Boop. There you go. All right. These electrical lines, which are the backup lines, I think. Of course they are. What? Oh, you must be buried in a thing. All right. There. Go. That takes care of that. And then this is a path that we're going to have to back down the hill a little bit. We're going to go to a paved path. So we're going to have to go to here, and then we're going to have to go up to cross that. And that's too steep. Of course it's too steep. Okay, let's back this up a little bit farther. And there. And then just continue to that. There we go. There we go. There. That is interesting, but that's going to be... That's going to connect into what will be the highway going that direction. So I wanted to get that in so that we don't have any issues where I build something in the completely wrong spot. Cool. Was something on fire? Sounded like it, but I guess not. What is this? That is a... Okay, that's a residences. We have a demand for residences. Let's do it then. Let's put some more residences along here then. Boop. And along here. And I guess we'll do it along here as well. And that should be fine in terms of residents. I'm not doing everywhere because I'm going to be building roads. Now here I don't think I can actually get a road to go straight, but here I can get a road out, and that's why I left that opening there. I get some more people in there. All right. That building's on fire. Now, is this space here? Yeah, it is in BigTrucker City. All right, let's get some commercial along here, because that makes, in my opinion, a lot of sense. There we go. Kind of just do that with it, because I know going in here, we'll go in there and add some residential later, but kind of get it started, get some commercial going in. How's the road over here? Still pretty bad. Ha 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 ha. You know, the only good thing I can do, I'm thinking, is I can slam this 6-lane road all the way through really fast, and then I can just connect this highway into the 6-lane road as a stopgap. It won't be pretty, but I think it'll get us partway there. Yeah, so let's do that right now. There. It's probably going to not work, but I'm making you go that way now. Go that way. All right, I'm also going to get rid of this overpass connection thing going on, which is going to cause a whole host of other problems, but whatevs. All right, and then it's what is that with bicycle lanes? No, it's just a standard 6-lane road. Like so. Perfect. Now I want this road to go away. And then this 6-lane road is going to become just a 6-lane road. There. Whew. All right. Not pretty, going to cause problems, but we'll get there. We'll fix it sometime. And then this thing we need to move. I don't know where we're going to move it so that it actually behaves itself. I guess we're going to have to move it there. Yep. All right, let's get rid of that. And now I should be able to move that guy right there. For now. There we go. Okay. Let's see what we can do about this. Who's going which direction again? You're going that direction. All right. Boop. Like that. And what's the problem? Ah. That. That and that. There we go. Whew. This construction cost escalates here in Sapphire City. Of the brand new highway system. All right, now we've got a problem with a train track. Here in Sapphire City, we voted on a train system and we got a luxury train. No, luxury highway, whatever. Let's get rid of that. And can I continue? You're at 12. I want you to go to 21. 21. about there. And then back down to there. Perfect. Okay, that should take care of that. Yep, go right through there and right back through the other direction. I want you to be a little bit, I want you to be really close. Yeah, like that. Perfect. Woot woot. Cool. Okay. How am I going to... How am I going to connect these things? I'm going to have to use a... Well, one of these is too big. Yeah, look at the size of this thing. It's like, nope, that's just a nope. Because even if I put it up at 12, I mean, it wouldn't matter. It's still... Well, that is at 12. And it's complaining about a lot of stuff. Yeah. But what this does tell me, just by measuring like that, is that these guys right here are about the exit points where we need to consider how we get the roads to connect up to each other. So, okay, how am I going to do this? I got to make the exit for this to be even earlier right now. So, oh my goodness, get on a different road. Just bugger off for a minute. Okay, because I'm thinking, if I say that, yeah. And then we got to have roads that go from one direction to the other. Where did this go? That one goes to the right. So, we're going to go from there to there. So that should be an easy thing like that. Then this one's going this direction. Now, part of me thinks fly over, but the other part of me thinks smarter thing to do might actually be to go under and connect in like that. Yes, that's... Go away. There we go. So that goes that way. That was... What the heck? Alright, you go which direction? You go that way. So I want to go... Oh my good lord, I did that backwards. Why didn't you guys tell me I did it backwards? I know you did. Alright, so this needs to go over here. So what if I just said, instead of turning, why must you turn? Why must you do that curving thing? If instead of turning, you went like that, and then you bent under and went up like that, that might be a thing. Yeah. Is that right? Yeah, that's got to be right. Okay, so then this traffic that wants to go this way, we connect there. And if you want to get on that road going the other direction, now go, if I had you exit over here, right? And then went and connected. Space already occupied. Why do you say it's already occupied? Wow, look at that road. Yeah, no. Oh my goodness. All right. Why would you say that? You say that for reasons that I don't understand is what we're going with. All right, fine. That. And maybe exit here. Can you connect? No. Space already occupied because you're trying to make that exit. I want you to go that direction. Now the slope is too steep. Ugh, fine. We're going to go a different way. I'm going to exit. Kind of go to there. Yep. There we go. There we go. All right. Now, that's not going to work because of this exit right here is a very bad spot. Let me look at how this works again. What happens? He goes out and then up. Yeah, I think we're going to have to recreate that, guys. I think I'm going to have to try to manually recreate that thing. Oh my good grief. Because this isn't going to work. And that is not going to work very well either. Okay. Let's try it again. All right, so the idea was this went this way and then that. Right, and then this one went like this. Actually, I'm gonna tighten it up a little bit here. Okay, maybe I'm not. See, can I get you up to 21? Yes, I can. And will you allow me to cross here? You will. But I'm going to arc it in. That. And then like that. There we go. All right. Now, this one needs to go short, that, and then to leave here. Can I somehow make it like go over that? No, that's not the thing I wanted to do. Kind of funny though, I should try that. No. 24. Fine. Slope too steep. It's not. All right, fine. Nope. Okay, so I got to figure out how to get from here to there. Oh, what if I exit? What if I exited here? Could I get down underneath this guy fast enough, you think? I think I can. Ooh, I don't like that part, though. Back that up. There. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, that works. Good. Because see, then what I was thinking is make this an interstate exit, so they have to go and then I can make it do a big loop around to here. Okay, so I was thinking like I need this now. I was thinking like, can I You're gonna be like that, huh? So, nope. Nope. I want you really to bend off of there, but I guess I can't bend you that far off there. Wow. All right. Okay. So if I take that, I kind of go like this, right? And then that. Okay. Does that make sense? It creates a long backup, though. For people that want to go that way. But I could also come off of this and go underneath here and connect in over here if I wanted to. The people going this way who want to go northbound would have to exit here. See if they exit here and I had them go over here. We got that stoplights are too close thing again. If I do that. I'm wondering, okay, let me... There, get on the road. All of you, get on the road. Thank you. Woo! Okay. See how the traffic flows. I need to get my buses off of there. Tell you what. Still, everybody takes a right down here. Everyone wants to go right. Is it all like car traffic? I got my buses that are trying to do that. But it is. It's mainly cars. Huh. I don't know. We're going to kind of monitor this and see how it works out. Because if you want to get on the interstate, you go over here. If you want to get on the interstate going this direct, how the heck do you do that? You can't. Huh? Apparently you can't. Well, we need to make that connection. So you're trying to get on the interstate and going in this direction. We need to get rid of all that. All right. There. That should resolve that problem. Maybe. It doesn't look too bad. Does it? I mean, it sort of feels like I've cleaned it up. Kinda. Then I have to fish it through here, and then right here. Okay. I want to make sure I place this in the proper spot, and it'll become our target. I think this is the proper spot. How much proper... Why are you elevated? Oh, gosh darn it. Stop being all elevated and weird. Jeez. There. All right, now stop being all elevated and weird. All right, so somewhere like... Yeah, like that. Yes. This will be our target. Should be an easy target for these roads here because we can just go ahead and connect them up right now. And that's easy. This is going to come in and connect in here. Are we going to go back to a floor level? A road level? We'll think about it. I'm going to have to come off of here because I need another way to get electricity to... Where is this electricity going to? That electricity is going to there. It's going to there. You're connected into that. Theoretically, I could break this. Let's find out. Yes, I can. It's good. There. All right. So then who goes which direction? You go this direction. I don't know why that's so hard for me some days. Ah, but you can't be completely straight. You have to arc in ever so slightly. There. To there. Yeah. That'll work. That'll work. And then we're going to have to go over to there. Just done by... like that. That's a tight turn, but I'm not really too broken up about it. Yeah, yep. I'm thinking... You might wonder what am I doing there. Well, I'm setting those up because then... I can do this, and it allows me to line this up a little bit better. Except for that was really badly done. It's 177 degrees. It's 178.8. What were you at? 179. Actually, that's pretty darn good. All right, fine. 180. Okay, well, there you go. Okay. This goes into there. This goes into there like that. And that is going to go that direction. Okay, so... if I... like that. Stop it. Stupid thing. Stop it. Silly thing. There, right. And then... there. Yep. All right. Now this requires us to go from about there to there. Ain't perfect, but it'll do. This guy, will you actually make that? No, you won't. Of course you won't. Right. There and... nope. There. And you need to exit. Yeah, you need an exit. From there to there. Perfect. That goes that direction, and then that goes that direction, and we've got all of that. And then we have a road going that way. An alternate way to get to Eddie Miller Entertainment. Wow, we have an alternate way to Eddie Miller Entertainment. Wow. Okay. How's the traffic doing over here? I wouldn't say it's aces, but it's not terrible. I mean, it's terrible when you get here, but that's kind of to be expected, really. Okay. All right. I think we've done a thing that we're going to expand on next time, because I think if I go down here and I build the connection here, and I bring the interstate down, connect into this interstate that's coming over, which I probably need to go ahead and set up. Oh my goodness, how am I going to do that? I can never remember which side goes which direction. You'd think I drove a car, but I don't. No, I do, but... all right, so you will... you need this turn snapping on, you idiot. All right. So that ish is what we want there. And this ish is what we want there. So that gives us an idea of how we're going to make this connection over here with this thing. Because it's got to connect in somehow in that. Somehow. We'll figure it out. Let's see here. Let's back this guy up a little bit. And let's back that one up. Yeah, like that, basically. Yeah, except for how's that going to work? Oh, that's a tunnel. Okay. Oh, that was not good. I need to back up a little bit. I need to back up one more. I'm just having a great time managing these placements, aren't I? There. I want you to go there. Yes. Because that goes to that side. Right. All right. And can you make that connection? No, the slope is too steep. Yeah. There we go. Back to top level. There we are. All right, now from here to there, you're gonna be like, oh, it's too steep. How is that too steep? I mean, yes, that's really, oh, that is really steep actually. But if I go that way, it's not too steep. Oh, that's interesting. If I were to get rid of that, would you be okay then? No, you wouldn't. Interesting. Well, if I went back here, let's go underground again. And so you start your sloping right there. What if I immediately pushed it down to minus 15 like that? Would you be able to make that connection? You wouldn't. Why wouldn't you be able to make that connection? You need the slope to come up some, huh? Okay, so you need to come up here. Can I push you down? That. There we go. See, I knew I'd figure it out. There. Simple. Will you be so good as to go the other direction and just be simple for me? No, you're not going to be like that. All right, fine. So here, and then... Well, okay, so he was at, I was at minus 15 and went up to there. Can I go down to minus 18 and go up there? I can. All right, so to get from here to there, okay, so that's that in there. That, and then... Aha, okay. I need to get rid of this, though. And I gotta go back down and find this thing again. All right. There. Think that does it. Wow, that was a bit difficult. But we managed it. And this goes into that. So, well, there we go. There we go. Next time we'll think about doing that. Why did I put this here? Oh, because we might need to go up here into here. Yep. And then that eventually will come, I don't know what direction, and that'll go somewhere, and it'll all be good. That was much more difficult than I really intended for it to be, but that is a very, that's a gnarly highway there. It's a very gnarly highway. Yeah. It's a dangerous place, man. Dangerous place coming off of this place. Okay. Cool. Next time I think I'm going to work on expanding something. I'm not sure what. Now that we have this bypassing thing. Well, I guess we'll put in another port over here. And I'll have to get a train over there. Crap. Okay, we won't put a port in there. We'll add in another town somewhere. Maybe one right along here. And I want to start putting some more of the, not those, these special buildings in. Like here's a shopping center and a cinema. And I think there's a zoo somewhere. Aha, the zoo. Oh, what is this? Oh, and this? Ooh, a casino. A casino. Oh, we need tourists. Yeah, well, we'll get there. All right. Until then, remember, I'm DerTebbers. This is Sapphire County. And here in Sapphire County, we have the Fat Man. Oh, complete with halo effect. Ooh.